Hello and welcome to Jan's Views. How are you? How are you all? I had to put this back because my son turned up and said, "You fancy some fish and chips tonight, Mum?" Of course I fancy fish and chips. So that's what I had. So I'm sorry, I had to put you back a couple of hours. I don't know where everybody is. Doesn't matter. I've got things to say. If you want to join in, great. Come on in. Say hi. Say whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. Hi, Layla. How are you, sweetheart? I hope you're well. I don't know if anyone's gone live or what's happened, but it really doesn't matter. And I'll tell you why, because I did think of just doing a video and not actually doing a live stream. But the reason I wanted to do a live stream was because I wanted to hear what other people had to say. Because at the end of the day, we've all got our ideas, haven't we? And, especially with this subject, because comedy is subjective. We can't, deny it. It's like art. Not everybody likes the same art, and it's the same with comedy. Not everybody likes the same comedy. So I've done a bit of research and I've looked up all the comedians that I've actually gone and seen. I've also been lucky to work with comedians as well. And I thought, well, yeah, I'll talk about that, a little bit later. But first, I think we need to talk about this, don't we? We need to talk about this because everybody's talking about it. How can we not talk about it? So, yeah, there's so many different um views on it. People are coming at it from so many different angles that, yeah, it's quite interesting. As usual, there's a lot of conspiracies out there. Oh, they made it up, they did. It wasn't for real. And that's one. There's another one that perhaps Will Smith is suffering in his marriage. Um, so many different conspiracies out there, guys. So what I thought we'd do is just go through a few. Hi, darling. Thanks for calling in. No idea where everyone's gone, but it's great to see you. So I'd like to hear your thoughts as well. And, if you don't agree with me, then just say you don't agree with me and we can have a discussion about it. I'm quite open to discussions, despite what other people try to say. So let's have a look at what some people have been saying to begin with. I think that would be a good way to start. Um, so let's just get this up because I've got it. I've tried to be so organized, guys. It's just amazing. So this particular, I don't know who Variety is. Is it a magazine? I don't know. Um, no. Well, it's obviously whoever puts on the Oscars, perhaps. And they've actually said we have officially started a formal review about the incident and will explore further action and consequences in accordance with our bylaws, standards of conduct, and California law. Well, it's all out there, isn't it? Everybody saw it. So they've officially started a formal review. They could have started a long time ago. Hi. Hi, my lovely. I haven't seen you for a long time, Danish. Lovely to see you. Um, so yeah, I'd love you all to say something, and then we can get the conversation moving because obviously I've got my thoughts. I have to say, I don't think my thoughts are are accepted by many people. But then I come from a different place. You know, I don't hide it from people. I have a mental illness and I'm learning about it every day, but I am aware that it does give me a certain train of thought. So, yeah. So we had that one, and then what was this other one that came up? Um, this one here by the same people have said after Chris Rock joked. Oh, okay, so they're explaining it. After Chris Rock joked about Jada Sminkit, what sort of name is that? What sort of name? Come on, girl. Pinkett Smith's haircut, referencing G.I. Jane. Smith charged the stage and slapped Rock. Did he, though? Did he? Did he charge like a bull? Did he? I don't think he did. I think he walked with the great purpose towards him. I wouldn't say he charged the stage, but then people like to exaggerate, don't they? He screamed at Rock to leave my wife's name out of your effing mouth. Pinkett Smith has said her hair loss results from alopecia. Okay. So that is where I'm not going to talk about this for the whole time. I want to move on from this and talk generally about comedy and about comedians. But I think because this is what everybody's talking about at the moment, we need to address this. So yeah, there's the slap. There you go. You spoke badly of my missus. Take that. I laugh because after reading so many things about it, it's like they just try and build it all up, don't they? Some people have actually said, well, perhaps if that didn't happen, nobody would have known that the Oscars was on. Okay. Oh my goodness, look who is here. Hello, Frank. How the hell are you? Thanks for dropping in. I haven't seen you for years. I really hope you're well. I need to come over to your channel again. Frank is a wonderful creator. He's a great photographer. I think he's also a musician. So if you want to look at a different channel, have a look at Frank's channel. Frank, if you can, pop your either put the link in the channel in the chat or the name of the channel, because Frank, I think I'm right in saying, lives in New York and or is it Chicago? And takes the most amazing photography. So, yeah. So if you like something different, which I do, I love so many different areas on the internet or on YouTube. I don't stick to the same ones. Yeah, so I want to go through this first before I give my opinion on what I feel. What else have we got here? I need to look at this one because I want to make sure. Trying to do this in sequence, guys, and I'm not very good. Let me just have a quick look at this and see. It'll probably just come up anyway. Okay. So, of course, after he'd slapped him, he then walked back and after a while, oh no, when he walked back to his seat, he was so enraged. He screamed at Chris Rock, "Don't speak about my wife. Keep my wife's name out of your effing mouth." So he was angry, guys. He was very, very angry. Okay. Does that, because he was angry, does that excuse him for what he did? Uh, no. But then Chris has insulted his wife. Mhm. Maybe. I mean, I've got adult children and we've all had a discussion. We all seem to come to the same. We're all sort of quite similar in what we believe. It was the wrong thing to do. Okay, I can't sit here and say it was the right thing to do. Having said that, I know with my mental illness that that's probably what I would do. Sorry, but yeah. But then I've got a diagnosed illness. Is it an excuse? No, it's not an excuse, but it's something that you're not always in control of. Um, and I think I've learnt enough about myself to know what is good and what is right and what is wrong. And I think in this situation, I think Will Smith must have lost his mind to do such a thing, to assault somebody. It's assault. To assault somebody on a public stage, not only that was being live television, what's the word? On live television, but also going across the globe. It was a very bad impression he gave of himself as a man. Having said that, I do understand the anger. I really do. But he could have waited. He could have waited outside for him, couldn't he, guys? He could have waited outside and then said, "Oi, I didn't like what you just said about my missus. Take that." Nobody would have seen anything. But to get up and do it on a live stage, no, Will, what were you thinking? No, man. G.I. Jada. G.I. Jada says it's fake. It was a publicity stunt. Okay, let's go back. Let me just quickly. Hi, Rye, sweetheart. Nice to see you. We're not talking drama tonight, darling. So join in. Rye's one of my OGs, but he hates when I talk drama. So yeah, great to see you, sweetheart. Right, let's see. Let's go through here. I'm glad he stood for his wife, stood up for his wife, but violence is not the way. Yes. Yes. Would it have been, in that case, would it have been more acceptable if he'd just had like a verbal match with him? If he'd have just sat there and yelled at him, you know, what he did yell, but without the slap. Would that have been more acceptable? I don't think it would because, you know, one thing I learned from a very early age is how to behave in, you know, in public auditoriums, in public, even in social circumstances. You have to learn how to behave, and you can't behave like that on a live TV program. No, it was not a good look. Um, Real attack would have followed up with a left hand slap and another right hand slap. Do you think so? So you think because he only gave him one slap upside the head that it wasn't genuine? Is that what you think? That's an interesting thought. I hadn't thought of that. But then it would have turned into a real punch up, wouldn't it? I'm sorry, you Americans out there, but this is, yeah, if I say like a lot of British words, can't help it, guys. I'm British. But yeah, it would have ended up like with a real punch up, wouldn't it? I said to my son earlier, I said, oh, it's just as well that her kids weren't there. Can you imagine? They'd have both gone running over there and they would have all piled into Chris Rock, wouldn't they? I mean, what can I say? Um, and it would have all gone very wrong. Well, it went wrong enough as it is. You know, there's a part of me that feels sorry for Will Smith. I've got to say, because he's just wrecked. Has he wrecked his public life? Has he wrecked his career? I don't know, guys. I really don't know. It wouldn't if for me, but that was my thought too, that it was fake. Yeah, I have seen a lot of people that have said that it's fake. Hi, Emma. Thanks for popping in. Thanks, darling. Hope you're well. It was staged. Okay, so a lot of you are saying it was staged. Interesting. Okay, it was all staged. But would he? Really? What would okay, so you're all saying it was staged. What would either of them have gained from that then, if it was staged? Wouldn't it be too detrimental to Will Smith if it was staged? Why would a multimillionaire uh, name, that worldwide name, have to do something like that? I mean, they'd have to pay him millions of pounds to do that. And that's one of the reasons I don't really believe it was staged. I would have waited and let 10 years pass and in the right time retaliate with the mother of all fists. Yeah. Yeah. I think, yeah, there's no dispute. Well, unless people, believe it was staged. For me, there's no disputing the fact that he was very, very angry and very, very hurt. Um, but we have to learn to control ourselves, guys. We're not in blooming primary school now, are we? Um, yeah, he has apologized to Chris Rock. This was the apology, which hopefully will come up. Come on, up you come. Where did you go? I've lost my apology. That wasn't it. Um, just bear with me and I'll get the apology up again. He did apologize, which I can fully understand. Hang on one sec. And I think, yeah, it was good that he did, because you can't go around acting like that, matey. But is the apology too late? So this is the apology, okay? Is it a good apology? Did he mean it? I think he meant it. Anyway, this is what he said. Violence in all of its forms is poisonous and destructive. Yeah, somebody's probably told him to say that, guys. My behaviour at last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable and inexcusable. Agreed. Jokes at my expense are part of the job. True, but a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear, and I reacted emotionally. I believe that. I would like to publicly apologise to you, Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I'm embarrassed and my actions were not indicative of the man I want to be. Well, aren't you already 50, love? How long are you going to wait? Come on. You're not a 21-year-old man. You're a 50-year-old father. You could be a grandmother. A grandmother. Yeah. No, you could be a grandfather. And you're trying to say it's not indicative of the man I want to be. Well, maybe be that man. Just be that man. There is no place for violence in a world of love and kindness. I wish there was. I wish that was true. I wish there was no place for violence. Sadly, there is place for violence. We have to be realistic. And I'm not talking about on the stage at the Oscar Awards. I'm talking about in war, in what's going on now with the dear old Russians trying to bomb all the Ukrainians. So that's a little bit idealistic. There is no place for violence in the world of love and kindness. I wish there wasn't, but the sad reality is there is. There is. And it's very sad. I would also like to apologise to the Academy, the producers of the show, all the attendees, and everyone watching around the world. My God, can you imagine? Can you imagine how we woke up the next morning and went, you'll never believe. Oh my God, I had the worst dream last night. You're not going to believe the dream I had last night. Oh my God. Well, what happened was we were at the award show and Chris Rock, you know Chris Rock, he was up there and he made fun of you, Jada. And you won't believe what I did. I went on, I stormed up to the stage. Yeah, I did storm. Yeah, I did storm. I stormed up to the stage and then I just whacked him across the face. Can you believe that? What a dream. Oh, Jada's like, you did it. You did it. What? Oh my God. That's how I think it went down. That's how I think it went down in the Smith house. Ah, yeah. Sad. Very, very sad. Listen, we all lose our cool. Yeah, we all lose our cool. But we have to have a little bit of restraint. He could have got him another time. Get him another time. Not when you're on the blooming stage, you fool. And then get to go up and get an Oscar. You won an Oscar. You won a monumental Oscar. You screwed it all up. You screwed it up for the whole film. And you know, it's hard for me. It's really hard for me to be completely against Will Smith because, as I said, it's probably something I would do. My kids would have to hold me back. Mother, do not, mother. They wouldn't let me go. But then I've got my illness. Will, stupid man. Let's see what you're all saying. Okay. Men don't give a tiny stroke on the cheek. They punch. And Will is a big man. I didn't realise how big he was. He is, isn't he? Must be a 6-footer. Chris would have been on the floor. Most people think it was stage 2. You know, I know. I've seen a lot of people saying it was staged. Hello, Safari Dream. Yeah, I had to push it back because the son turned up, the eldest boy. Don't laugh. He'll hate me for saying this, but he went to do a corporate gig. He gets to the gig, gets there early because he's a good lad, sets up all his equipment. It gets to like half an hour later. He's like, well, where is everyone? I think there was probably he wasn't doing it with his band. He was doing it with some other musicians. Okay. So anyway, so he's in this room. He's set it all up, and he's thinking, "Where the hell is everyone? Why is everybody not here?" He's there with his drums, his 2 drum kits, and everything. And then he thinks, "Well, I don't know." And then what happened? Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, he realizes it's tomorrow. It's not today. Can you imagine? He's gone to a gig and it's on the wrong day. I went, "You are such a lemon, honestly." He said, "Mum, the guy that had arranged it with him had sent him a message this morning." What happened was the night before, no, last night, James, this guy's name is, had sent him a message and said, "All right then, boy." He didn't say boy, he said my son's name. "I'll see you tomorrow." So my son's thinking, "Okay, see you tomorrow." Gone to sleep, woken up in the morning. There's a message from James. He's gone, "Oh," turn the message off. Got up a bit later, got himself ready, driven miles to this gig. Anyway, I'm going off at a tangent. So that's why he came round to have a bit of mum's it wasn't mum's cooking because he bought in fish and chips, but yeah. Anyway, let's get back to this. Let's say, what are you saying here? Chris Rock's ticket sales skyrocketed. Why does that happen? Do you know what, guys? I've got to get me a new chair. I can't bear it. Honestly, I cannot bear it. Talking of merch, this is one of mine. Peace. And there's a big sign on the back because I think I need to send one of these off to Will Smith. What do you think? Okay. That's all right, darling. Yes, yeah, I am having a good day. It's 11 o'clock at night now, but yeah, I've had a good day. Busy, 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 busy. Will Smith gained a new role in Chris Rock's movie called Everyone Hates Chris the Movie. Ah, the funniest thing about this, I feel, is that people are coming out with things like this, and it's funny. It is funny. There's a guy called Munya. He's a British comedian. The last time I did TV, he was on the show, and lovely guy. He's an up and coming comedian. His name is Munya, Munya. I can't remember his surname. It's an African surname. I can't remember what it is. And what was I going to say? Oh yeah, he did this takeoff. He's singing like Men in Black, and it's really very funny. I'm just going off on one. Sorry, guys. I'll get back to your chat. Um, okay. We got the Higgins. Hi, Dee. How are you, darling? I hope you're well. Hope you're good. Um, let's see. This film clip of what Will Smith will be available forever. I know. I know. Rock deserves more than an apology. What do you think he deserves then, Vamp? What do you think he deserves? Uh, what will do? Oh yeah, that's okay. Um, well, yes. Yes, I'm sure he probably will. Did I hear something though that Chris also apologized to Will? To be honest, we'll get onto that in a minute. To be honest, I think he did owe Will an apology as well. I do. Don't mock somebody for how they look, especially a woman. Sorry, that's a bit sexist, I know, but that's how I feel. I'm an older woman. I can get away with it. Don't mock somebody's appearance, okay? That's a cheap shot in comedy. It's what all comedians do. They always look at the front line and they pick on somebody. I've been to enough comedy shows to see what they do. So yeah, don't do that, especially a woman with a bald head. You don't know why she's got a bald head. You don't know whether she's a cancer sufferer or she's got alopecia, which she does, or there's another illness that's making her lose her hair. For me, there's nothing funny about that. So yeah, we'll get to that a bit later, guys. Hang on. Let's say, okay, yeah, Chris was just joking. That's what some people say. I keep thinking of the big smiley family picture after. Yeah. Um, it was a joke, not even a verbal confrontation, never mind a physical one. Yes, and that's why I wanted to have this discussion with you. I want to ask, when is a joke not a joke? Um, in Will Smith's dream, a rat was controlling Will Smith like in Ratatouille. I see what you did there, G.I. Jada. I see what you did there. And that's also another conspiracy. People were saying that Jada has this weird hold over her husband, and he found it funny to begin with, looked over at Jada, who looked like she was ready to go 5 rounds with Chris Rock, and thought, "Oh, I better do something about this." That's what some people are saying. I'm not gonna say that because I wasn't there, I don't know. So, I don't but I still find it interesting, what people are saying. Um, what's that? Yeah, um, okay, he should have been okay, he should have been denied the acceptance speech. it's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult. I can understand why some people think that. I think I'm in the minority in what I think, and that's fair enough. I'm a bit doolally, so I'm not going to feel the same way as everybody else. Um, Jaden, that's how we roll. Yes, my son told me that. Jaden, was it on his Instagram? Said that's how we roll. Mm. But do you know what? Hate to say it, but my daughter said something quite similar as well. See, everyone looks at it differently, don't they? Um, okay. Okay, so Vamp says not staged. Rock's reaction and Will's cursing at him after were real. I feel the same way. Um, let's see. Oh. Why? Why do you think he deserves financial compensation? And I'm not asking in a confrontational way. I'm just wondering why. Why do you think that? I just spotted that one, Safari Dream. May I say something that bothered me about the reaction to this from Tiffany Haddish? Maybe help me understand why, please. Can you tell me about it? I didn't see that, Safari Dream. Can you tell me what her reaction was? See, I think a lot of people, especially in Hollywood at this moment, are saying the right things. Uh but do they mean it? That's what I would say. Do they really mean that? Would they be saying the same? What was the what is the major issue? Is it that Will Smith did it in on a public platform, or is it that and because of that he totally over what's the word overshadowed the whole ceremony? Would they feel the same if like they saw Will Smith giving Chris Rock a slap in the car park on the way out? Would they have felt the same? So is it because it was so publicized? Yeah, that's another thing to think about. Yes, that's him. That's him. And I tell you what, he is such a cool dude. He's such a nice guy. I don't know if I've got the video. Not going to look for it because when I go looking for a video, I'm there. I'm gone for days, guys. So you don't want that. Yeah, I did a show with him and fairly recently. And afterwards I said to him, "Oh, I said, can you what did I say to him? Forgot. Can you say hi to my daughter, please?" He did a little clip. I think I've put it on my Twitter before, and he's just so funny. He said hello to my daughter. And she loves him. She adores him. So that was wonderful. That was really funny. This chair is driving me nuts. Um duh, 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 duh. He owed I agree with that, Vamp. He owed Jada an apology, not Will. Yes. Agree with that. Um money take that pain away. I like that. I like that argument. If I insult you and make you cry and feel horrible, will money take that pain away? No. No, it won't. And also, I would think, why does he need to be compensated? He got paid for that gig. So, okay, he could say, yeah, but I didn't get paid. I didn't ask to get smacked on the stage. Well, no, you didn't. But you made a joke that upset somebody on the front line. So you got a smack. So, no, personally, I don't see that he deserves compensation. Um, about her. Okay, let's look at this one. Jada has spoken on her show, Red Table Talk, about her shaving her hair, which was done live on her show. Oh, really? Her mother and daughter also did theirs. Jada was excited to do it. Yeah, that's great. That's good. Does that mean, though, that she wouldn't be insulted? And also, you have to remember, Jada was like, it's a very public televised show. Mind you, I wouldn't have watched it. Who wouldn't have watched? Who else was going to watch it? Whether Will smacked Chris or not, she would have been humiliated. That's what I think. Whether she shaved it herself or not, in that instance, I would say she must have been humiliated. I like this comment. Not everyone can do comedy. It's a skill, an art form. Absolutely. I agree. That's what I said at the beginning of the live stream. Don't like it, walk out. Handle it later like a decent human. I'm with you there. I'm with you there. 100. And I also feel that that's what the big debate is. I mean, I've debated it with my kids, and yeah, and also, I mean, I've heard people when I was out shopping yesterday. I heard these young people talking about it, and they were like, "Yeah, well, good for him. He was looking out for his wife. Serves him right." Yeah, I wouldn't have him talking about my bird like that. But would you do it at the Oscars? I don't think so. Okay, I like this. I think a joke stops being a joke when the person being made fun of is singled out consistently from the same person. I don't think it necessarily has to be from the same person. I think that it has to be from any people. If somebody, and that's when we go into the what is a joke part of the video, because I do believe we've spoken a lot about, what actually happened on the night. So I do want to also speak about what is comedy. Who chooses? Look at this. Anyway, who chooses what is and isn't comedy? Um, I've recently been told by people, online people who don't know me. I've recently been told by so many people, she doesn't have a sense of humour. Yeah, that Jan doesn't have a sense of humour at all. I have no idea. D. Higgins, if I insult you and make you cry and feel horrible. Oh, we've done that one. Keep up, mother. Sorry, I always say mother because I've been one for too long. Oh, sorry. How annoying. Sorry about that. Plot twist. It's almost 1st of April and Will Smith and Chris gonna be like, ha ha ha, April Fool. You could almost expect that, couldn't you? You could almost expect that. So I love that you guys are all joining in the chat and we're having a proper discussion about it because I am interested in it. Will should, yeah, himself not on social media. Maybe he did, right? Yes, you see, my kids would have done the same if anyone made jokes about my medical condition. We are not celebrities. People are people. Exactly. So do we hold celebrities to a higher standard? That's the question that leads on from there, doesn't it? Okay. In regards to Tiffany saying, when I saw a black man stand up for his wife, why was it necessary to say a black man and not say a man? What? Well, who said a black man? What? When I saw a black man stand up for his wife. Oh, yeah, okay. It could be political, couldn't it? Yeah, it's all going back to the stereotypes. Black men don't look after their women, blah de blah de blah. Ugh, that's a whole nother story. Um, yeah, someone's in agreement. Uh-oh. I'm good at this. After saying that, she says, made me believe that there is still men out there that love and care about their women, their wives. So why add black men? That's why she added black men, because there's this fallacy that black men don't look after their women, don't black men don't care about their women. She's addressing stereotypes. Um, I don't think he'll bother going down that path, to be honest. Pain, suffering, and humiliation with a global audience. I'm going to start blooming coughing now, guys. It's the sinuses. Um, let me just take a break while I go and cough my guts up. Blow me nose. I'll be back in a sec. Oh, hi, and we're back. We're back in the room. I coughed my guts up, and back in the room. Right, let's get back. Let's get back. Let's get back. Um, Jan is it's my biggest fan. Thanks, Rye. You're an absolute sweetie. Right, let me see. There's a huge difference between chivalry and stupidity. Yeah, there is. And what he did was stupid. It was. Yeah. I mean, you've got to admit to it. Okay. Okay. I can take a joke and rib him, but step on my kids and insult them, and the mama bear comes out of me. Yes, same with me. I'm exactly the same. I am exactly the same. But would it come out while I was sat there in all my drag rags at the Oscar? Maybe not. Maybe I'll let that one slide. You say that again. I think, if I was on the front row, I'd just give him the evils. You know what the evils are? You, yeah. Talk about my child like that again. Anyway, so I think we've all agreed that it wasn't a good idea. It really wasn't a good idea. It was a stupid, stupid idea. So recently, I've been told that I don't have a sense of humour. They're like, oh, Jan's so bitter and she's so twitted and da 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 da. So I wanted to show you who I like. Who I like in comedy. Let's do this. So I'm going to show you who I like. See if you can recognise. They're all Brits, I'm afraid. Yeah. Okay, I want to put that one up. Okay, who you were disagreeing with? My son had threats on him, and I come unglued like real bad. You don't know to. Oh, oh, that's awful. Um, right. These are the people that I like. And while I was thinking, whilst I was researching this video, I was thinking of firstly, I was thinking of the problematic comedians, the ones that I don't particularly like. I don't go for edge. I don't go for edgy comedians because edgy comedians are the ones normally that insult everybody. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. It doesn't matter, they can talk about um kids, sick kids, they can talk about um sick adults, they can talk about the Holocaust, they can talk about the world's tragedies. And it's still a joke because I can say it in such a way. For me, no. No, sorry. Don't want to hear it. Don't find anything funny in that subject. So, no. So, I am not going to go and watch any comedian that's like that. And I followed comedians online before, and if they've said anything that has really offended me, I don't follow them anymore. It's as simple as that. Call me a snowflake. I don't care. It's who I am. But it doesn't mean that I don't have a sense of humour. I have a wonderful sense of humour. I have a sense of humour that when I get going, I can't stop giggling. These are the people, these guys here are the people that make me laugh. They're also the people that I've been very lucky enough to go and see. I have been lucky enough. Catherine Ryan, she is actually American and American Canadian. Um, she's funny. I like her. She's probably the least funny. Then we've got Joel Lysette. Yeah, I saw him. He was funny. I liked him. Yeah. Um, now, these two I like equally. Sarah Millican. I love Sarah Millican. She is funny, hilarious. Now, if you're American, you might not understand her because she's a Geordie, which means that she speaks with a really thick accent. But these are the people that do make me laugh. Ramesh, I saw him. Brilliant. My favourite, my all-time favourite is Lee Evans. Has anyone heard of Lee Evans? Um, he retired, I think last year. Gutted. But I did get the chance to see him. I went to see him in Wembley. Laughed till I cried. Laughed till when the makeup was down my face. Oh, no. My daughter's like, "You all right, Mum?" Yeah, but so these are my favourite, I would say. Okay. I do like some problematic actor what are they called? Comedians. I do. I do like this guy. That's Ricky Gervais. I like his stand up. But only some of his stand up. I liked him in The Office. I thought he was, yeah, brilliant. I like his Twitter. I follow him on Twitter. He is a controversial little so and so. I know. And I know that he says some jokes that, no, please don't joke about that. That's how I feel. But I can sort of look beyond that at some of the things he does. I don't know why. I think because I just think he's a very clever guy. I mean, people were trying to liken what happened with Chris Rock last night to when Ricky Gervais presented an award show where he just basically took the piss out of all the rich people. That's a bit different to somebody who is making a personal dig at a member of the audience, a personal dig at their appearance. It's just different, in my opinion. I could be wrong. You may all think differently. It's just what I think. Isn't he? Isn't he incredible, Emma? Love that man to pieces. Love Lee Evans. I've got every single one of his videos. He is the one that just makes me laugh uncontrollably. Okay, I see Jimmy Carr. Hmm. Jimmy Carr he can be funny. He can be funny. I don't mind him on shows. He does do some panel shows, and I don't mind him on them. I don't like his stand up because he just gets so revolting, so coarse, so offensive. No, that's not for me. I don't find anything funny about a joke about a child with cancer or a joke about, the Holocaust. I no, no. And I'm not a prude. It's just the way I am. I just don't like I don't see anything funny in that. Um Rye also loves Sarah Millican. Have you seen her, Rye? I love her. She's brilliant. I love her. Um So, who else is there? I'll tell you a story. I used to follow a comedian. I quite liked him. I think he's comes from the Middle East. His name is I'm Ahmad Jali or something. Sorry, completely hacked his name. Sorry, hacked. If there was such a word, I hacked it. Anyway, and then I used to follow him on Twitter, and then one day he was saying, "Oh, I'm just go," and this sounds ridiculous, I know, but this is the type of person I am. It just is. And he went into great detail of how he was going to the toilet, and I'm now on the toilet, and I'm pushing, and I'm pushing, and I'm pushing. And do you know what? I unfollowed him. That to me, toilet humor, no. Don't like toilet humor. Don't do it. It's just, you can't always explain why you don't like something. Um, Sometimes you just don't like it. Why? Yeah. If you can't handle some ribbons, yeah. Yeah. It's like if you go to a comedy show. I remember going to a comedy show, and it was a very small one. It wasn't a famous person, and I sat there, and I think it was a white guy. And I remember we sat fairly near the front, and I remember thinking, please don't do any race jokes. Please don't do any race jokes. I don't want to hear any race jokes. And I must say, throughout most of his set, I just spent the whole time dreading him doing any race jokes. And I think it was because it was a small area, and I may have been the only black person in there. And I just didn't want to be singled out for the color of my skin. So yeah, I do find racist jokes offensive if they come from a white man. And that's one of the reasons why I love these people, because they don't do that. They don't do racist jokes. I would never be in their show and think, please don't do this, please, because they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. Um, Now there's a few other people. I've also worked with Alan Carr. I don't know if you know Alan Carr. Um, yes, that's the one, Mr. Burns. That's the one. And you know what? I could never follow him again after that. I was like, no, he just turned my stomach. and I've never been able to pay any attention to him. He's not doing as well, is he, nowadays? I don't think. I think he was, he was up and coming. I've not seen anything of him lately. Maybe it's because of that toilet humour. I don't like it. And maybe other people didn't like it either. I saw Robin Williams perform live at a small auditorium in Berkeley. He was extremely controversial with a lot of cussing. Was he? Nobody ever smacked him. Yeah. I think if that happened in a small auditorium, the smacker would be out on their ear. It'd be like, "Oi, get out. We don't have any of that here." But nobody did that, did they? Nobody did that at the Oscars. Who was going to be man enough to go up to Will Smith and say, "Oi, get out"? Yeah, but I've got an Oscar to pick up. You can't throw me out because I'm going to pick up an Oscar. Well, yeah, you're just going to smack the presenter. Anyway, let's get back on the you unsubbed. Who did you unsub from? Yes, 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 Mr. Burns. I just couldn't. It was just too much for me. Yeah. Who said that about Lee? Right. Let me warn you. Lee isn't everybody's cup of tea. He's very manic. That's probably why I like him. He's very manic in his delivery. But his humor is all it's observational humor. So he'll tell stories about, going shopping, or one of his favorite ones, or one of my favorite ones, is talking about the Brits going on holiday. It's hilarious. And you don't get British people getting offended by it, saying, "Well, that's a bit off." We don't do that when we go on holiday. We're not all sheep when we go on the plane, you know? But yeah, so let me know, Safari Dream, whether you like him or not. He's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. He's my cup of tea. I just think he's wonderful. His humor, and I missed it now. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that as well. Okay, Rye, I'll see you soon, my darling. Thanks so much for coming in, sweetheart. Money, as in cream, is what rules in Hollywood. Of course it does. Cash rules everything around me. The elite usually get a pass. Yes, of course they do. Society, darling, isn't it? That's what society's about. So let's get back to when is a joke. Don't like him. Can't get over his voice. I cannot get over his voice, Emma. Just touch. My son loves him, and I think he went to see him once, and he had tickets. He had 2 tickets. He said, "Mum, do you want to come and see Michael McIntyre?" I went, "Oh my God, no, I can't imagine. Oh my God, listening to that. I can't watch him. I can't watch him on the television. I just no, it's the voice for me." What's that? What? To Spain or Brighton in August? Yeah. What, Lee Evans? Oh, he's just so funny. He's very good. Lee Evans is very good at impressions. He's also a fantastic songwriter, guys. So always stay to the end of his videos because there's always a song on there. It's wonderful. It's just great. Anyway, he does these takes on, and one of the funny ones is when he talks about the Olympics, when the Olympics came to London, and he was like, all the old mafia, the London mafia, what do they call it? I can't remember. Anyway, all the Craig twins and all that, they're all going, "Oh my God, that's where we buried Jack the Hat." It's just my kind of humour. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So, what else was? Yeah. So, guys, what do you think? Russell Howard. Yeah, my son. Like you, are you the same age as my son's? as my son because he likes him as well. He likes Russell Howard. Not keen. Is he the blonde one? Who's the dark? Oh yeah, Jack Whitehall is the dark-haired one. Russell Howard, yeah. No, no, not for me, but I know a lot of people do like him. Oh, Keith Lemon cannot stand him, and he did blackface back in the day and got away with it. Don't start me on that, guys. Just do not start me on that. Otherwise, we're going downhill again, aren't we? I've got a story about Keith Lemon. I was in the television studios one day, and I was walking through the building, and all of a sudden, this very diminutive little man, ginger little man, sort of came up the stairs towards me, and I looked at him and I thought, I know you, who are you? And then I thought, oh, it's Keith Lemon. That's it. That's my story. Didn't speak to him. I don't have anything. Normally, I'll say, "You're right. Hi, how you doing?" I'll talk to anyone. I don't, celebrity doesn't mean anything to me because I know they're not. They're just normal people, guys. I was going to tell you about. Sorry, my mind's all gone off on a tangent now. Yeah, and I remember thinking then, what a diminutive little man. Anyway, James Corden, yeah, do not understand what people see in James Corden. He's just a normal English geezer. He's done really well for himself in America. The Americans love him. Why? It's okay. You could say he's got a little bit of talent. He's not controversial though, is he? Who do we think is controversial? Miss Hussey. Yes. Yes. Keith Lemon was the first person to do a hussy. Yeah, he soon got kicked off. Yeah, they're not let her, yeah. A lot of old British programs, a lot of old British comedy programs have had to be canned because they were so racist. Unbelievably racist back in the day. Back in the 70s. Was it the 70s? Yeah. Yeah. So it's only took Kathy Griffin. Do I know her? I think I know her. Is she problematic? And if so, why is she problematic? Yeah, just like Carsten Tafari Dream. Yeah. Where is he? Where's my German? The other I do like some problematic people, but I don't like people who are just problematic to be edgy. No, go away with that. I'm not here to laugh at people worse off than myself. No, it's just not the way I am, I guess. Do I remember Lily Savage? I liked her. Yeah, yeah. She's still around. Wasn't that who was the person? He's still around, isn't it? Wasn't that Paul O'Grady? Yeah, yeah, I liked him. He was a bit, yeah, he was funny. I liked him. Let's see. I think the American comedians are different. My eldest loves American comedians. Me, like in my list I just showed you, I'm not over keen on. I can't think. I liked Joan Rivers. My daughter's always going on about someone called Noah. Is it Noah James or James Noah? I don't know. She's like, Mum, you'll love him. All right. Take your word for it, darling. I'll watch it one day. Mind you, I should listen to her because it was her that told me about Schitt's Creek. She said, Mum, you'll love it. I'm like, yeah, all right, sweetheart. I'll watch it one day. We were in lockdown then, so we couldn't go out. And she was like, Mum, have you watched Schitt's Creek yet? No, I haven't, but I will watch it one day. I will. Anyway, so one day, sat down, put on Schitt's Creek. I didn't get up for about 6 hours. I love it. I love Schitt's Creek. Love it. Sorry if I'm sniffing, can't help it. I remember a British show where an old landlord was always racist to his black tenant, forgot its name. That was Rising Damp. Yes. He wouldn't get away with it now. I used to laugh at that though. I did used to laugh at it. To call me a hypocrite, I just thought it was quite funny, but I think I still used to feel quite sorry for the for the black guy. Um, one of the worst racists. Actually, there's quite a few of them. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Has anyone seen that program? It's an old English program. It used to be on. Was it on Netflix? They might have taken it off now. So racist, you wouldn't believe it. But it was funny. And it had one of my favourite actresses in it, who is, let me see if I can find her in my bank of pictures that I got ready. Yeah, who's that? Who's that? Oh, I've got this one. Right, come on then. Let's do that. Who can name this person? Oh, that's a tiny picture. What's wrong with that? Why is that so small? Who knows who that is? She used to be in this program called Gimme, Gimme, Gimme a Man After Midnight. Take me to she she was so awful in it. She used to wear this bright orange wig, big glasses. Hussy! Hussy! She was the first Hussy. And the funny thing was, she used to think that she was really great. She thought, she thought all the men fancied her. She'd walk down the street in like a really tight rubber skirt and think all the men fancied her, and they didn't. They really didn't. But not only was it racist, that program, but it was also very homophobic because she was living with a gay man and the jokes. But I did like that. What's wrong with me? I've got to be consistent, haven't I, guys? So who knows who that is? Nobody seems to know. It's Kathy Burke. Her name is Kathy Burke. Yes, Emma. Um, Somebody else. Who is this? Who is that? Oh no. Who is that? That's Lee. Right. Somebody else that I've worked with. Well, I say worked with. Um, I was on a panel. Oh, hang on. I was on a panel with was this guy. His name's Harry Hill. Um, I think he's quite funny. I like Harry Hill. And let me tell you, I don't like gay men. What? What are you talking about, mother? Have a drink. I don't like bald men. I don't. That was nice slurp. I like men with long hair, always have. So I'm not attracted to that. But let me tell you, if you're in a room with this man, he's got a certain aura about him. Don't know what it is. Don't know what it is. Like when he came in the green room, I was like, oh, wow, you look a lot different to what you look like on the TV. Yeah, yeah, he's actually quite can I say quite sexy. I was really surprised. I was like, really? Anyway, his name's Harry Hill. That's another one that I like. And let me say, oh, and I've also worked with this one. On the same show, actually. What a nutter. Alan Carr lives on his nerves. He lives on his nerves. Bless him. Now, I'll tell you a story about Alan Carr. He's a lovely, lovely guy. Very sort of nervous. Whereas Harry Hill is very together. He doesn't show his nerves backstage, I'm talking about. But Alan Carr does. Alan Carr is as you see him on the TV. You know when he's all sort of dithering. Oh my God. That's what he's like in real life. And that's quite sweet. It's quite quaint. Anyway, we were working on this show and I was outside having the old ciggy, and he came out and he was all in a fluster. Oh my God, I forgot. What do you think of this suit? So I said, I think you look nice. What's wrong with it? They're saying that I've got to go home and get another suit. He said, I don't know who to send home. I said, well, I'm not going for you. I said, why don't you just, ask somebody else, one of the runners, to go and get the suit? He said, yeah, maybe, because they're saying that I can't wear this suit. And da, 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 da. He is exactly how he was, how he is, as you see, as you find with Alan Carr. And he's quite funny. It's a bit silly, but yeah, I quite like him. I haven't really watched his stand-up. I've not been to see him or anything, but he's a genuine guy. I like him. I also like the Irish guy that's on RuPaul. Forgotten his name. Graham Norton. He's funny as well. I've not worked with him, but Alan Carr is just a genuine type of guy, but very nervous, very nervy. And I think he sort of shows that on camera as well, but he's quite a sweetie. Let's see what you guys are saying in chat. Let me see. Yeah, but the Kathy Griffin Trump head thing was awful, regardless of what one thinks of that guy. Oh, is she a bit problematic then, Kathy Griffin? Amy Schuler is okay also. So are these nice people? Okay. So who do you think, and where do you draw the line on comedy? I tell you, that's what I was going to say to you. Alan Carr, I got really upset with years ago when Michael Jackson died, and he said this joke that I was really upset about because I loved Michael Jackson, loved him, grew up with him. Um, and anyway, so when Alan Carr said this joke, it was very soon after he'd died. I was so upset. I hadn't met him then, and I remember sending him a tweet saying, "What a disgusting joke," and saying a few other things as well. And I went off him for years and years and years. So, in my opinion, there are things that can't be joked about. Other people think different. Other people, me too, me too. There's nobody like MJ. Myself and my kids, we adored the man. Absolutely adored him. We never hear anything about him. Enjoyed him to the point that once when I met Jermaine Jackson, um, I went up and I was giving him a hug, and I pulled away from him and said, "I absolutely loved your brother." Couldn't give a toss about you, Jermaine. But I absolutely loved Michael Jackson. Yeah. So that was the reason why I got upset about Alan Carr, and it took me years and years and years, and it's still in the back of my mind. You made a really nasty joke about Michael, and I don't like that. No artistic expression should be censored. Okay. Due to possibly hurt feelings, controlling artistic expression makes it not art, my opinion. Uh, where does artistic impression come in comedy? Where does artistic expression come in stand up? Because I don't see it in that. Where does that come from? I don't see it. I don't see comedians, most of them don't have any artistic expression. Um, it's a difficult one because we're so PC now, it's just got ridiculous. I was saying to my son today when we were just watching TV, I said to him, it does make me laugh how on the adverts, it's always a mixed race family now. Whereas back in the day, it was always a white family. Now it's always a mixed race family. I'm not complaining because I'm mixed race, but I just think it's sort of gone a bit too much the other way. It's like, okay, we can manage to watch a white family. We don't mind performance art. Do you think it's performance art? See, I see performance art as somebody who puts on a show. Now, I would say that um some comedians do put on a show, like Lee Evans. He puts on a fabulous show. He not only does his jokes, he also does fantastic songs. Does somebody who's just standing there with a microphone, is that performance art? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if you think so, then that's perfectly fine. Um, yeah, I agree with that. One can always get up and leave, and I would. If I was that offended, I would get up and leave. Um, See, some of you adore. Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We're all so different, aren't we? And we have to accept that not everybody, even people that come to your chat, is going to agree with you, and that's perfectly fine. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Just don't slag him off, love. Then I might get a bit upset. um, Hang on, I've seen something else up here. I'm not sure there is a line because what one finds funny, another does not. Exactly. So it's like an unanswered question, really, isn't it? To me, if you buy tickets to a comedian, then you get what you get. If you don't like a certain one, don't buy tickets. Exactly. And that's why I wouldn't buy tickets to go to see Jimmy Carr because I know his live is awful. Ah. Remind me, Pompeii, that's Portsmouth, is it? Or is that Southampton? You've got to be English. You've got to be a Brit. I saw a comedian on Instagram making jokes about the Ukraine war. May block. Don't want to watch it. Find something else to talk about. Find something funny to talk about. Yep. That's what I would say. No, block. Okay. The world shouldn't censor the people. Let each person censor for themselves. How does that work, though? So other people censor that person, or what? How does that work? I'm not really sure what you mean there, Safari Dream. Um, I don't think the world should censor it, but I think people shouldn't be afraid to say what does and doesn't offend them. And for me, I mean, I've heard people say, "Oh, well, I really like edgy comedians. You know, I think they're the best." Okay, that's your choice. I don't. You know, I want to go and laugh. I want to laugh about silly things like Brits going on holiday. That's who I want to laugh at. Um, yes, 100%. Oh dear, I've upset Dwight now. I did say Portsmouth, didn't I? Didn't I say Portsmouth and then Southampton? I should know because I was a football girl. Back in the day, I was a football girl. But I supported the Blues. I lived and breathed the Blues. Do you know who they are, Dwight? I'm just checking now if Dwight really knows his football. Because I used to support the Blues. Yeah. Used to go and watch them all the time. Okay, let me see what this person has said. The offended victim Olympics. Everyone desperate to be. I don't agree with that. Why is everyone desperate to be why? That doesn't make sense. Why would people want to be offended? I don't want to be offended. It's, being offended or finding something offensive is an automatic thing, isn't it? It's not about wanting to be offended. Did you like the show Desmond? I hate to say it, Dwight, but yes. But how racist was it? How racist! But I love the music as well. Oh no, it's mad, isn't it? Did you? How old are you, Dwight? You remember all these ones? Ah, ah. Okay, this is an interesting comment. Mm. Will to Oscar managers. What the hell? You're first humiliating us and then giving Oscar manager. No, we didn't. Oscar manager. No, we didn't plan it this way. Chris just did it in spite of your wife is most beautiful woman. Yeah. Yeah. Do you know, it's been a long time, and I don't know the statistics because I don't follow the Oscars or anything. Yeah, back in the day, I used to like award shows, but then I got fed up with the pat on the back um program. Yeah, and I thought, nah, 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 nah. Nobody loves me but my mother, and she can be jiving too. Jan named that song. Nobody cares about, but she can be jiving too. I don't know it. I don't know it. And that's annoyed me because I'm good with music. I used to teach music back in the day. Used to teach keyboard. Hmm. No, but what genre of music is it? She can be jiving. I don't know. I don't know those lyrics. Do not know them. Um, I like that. To get out of bed in the morning. Jive and bribe me to get up. Yeah, I like that. Blues, yes. I love the blues. I don't play enough of them because there's certain blues I'm not so keen on. I like I think I like a mixture. I like a mixture of the blues and swing. So, yeah. I'm what song is it? Tell me what song it is. BB King. Okay. Okay. Um, and you can be I don't know that one. That's annoyed me. Sarah Millican makes racist jokes, does she, John? I've been to see her live and I've not heard anything racist. And I've watched all her videos. I've got all her videos, and I've never seen her say anything even remotely racist. And to be fair, I wouldn't take it. No, no, no. BB King. So, okay, we need to start sort of winding this up. I want to say thank you so much to everybody. Did we answer my question? I don't know if we did. Where do we draw the line? It's very difficult because there are so many different people and different minds in this world, and what's good for the goose is not always good for the gander. One man's blood is another man's poison, and it's all well and good this politically correctness coming in and people saying, oh, it's gone too far. It's gone too far. Believe me, there's a part of me on some levels, I actually believe that to be true. I think it has gone too far. Every time there's a family on TV, it doesn't have to be mixed race. We can live with that. It would be nice to have a full black family on an advert and a full white family on an advert and a mixed race family. My family is all different races. We're like, chocolate box we are. Lovely chocolate box, all different colours. Anyway, So, but I think when it comes to comedy, I think, yes, I agree, it's subjective. Not everybody's gonna like it. Should we censor it? I think I think the TV, um, programmers should censor it, um, because some people may not know that that particular person is that objectionable. Um, if you go to a show and you find the comedian, is offensive and you've been really offended, get up and leave and make sure that you don't ever go and see him again. That's what I would do, definitely. Um, but, there's quite a few, there are muddy waters, and it's not life's like that because we're all so different. We've all got our own we've all got our own views. Um, so thank you. Oh, thank you, Safari Dream. I try. And what I try and do I was gonna say on a Wednesday. It's not Wednesday though, is it, guys? So I got that wrong. Um what I try and do when I do these lives, on my own on Jan's Views, I want to discuss more sort of broad things. I've got a plan, guys, and what I'm planning to do is do a live. I don't know whether I'll be ready for next Wednesday, but I want to do a live talking about child exploitation, attached to family bloggers. In particular, I'm going to be focusing on one family. I'm not going to tell you who it is yet. I want it to be a bit of a surprise. But yeah, I know a lot about this family. They're British, actually Irish, but live over here in Britain now. And I've watched them for many years, and I've got a lot to say about them. So I think I'll probably do it live because then I can interact with you. And I like interacting with you. It gives me something more to think of, and we can discuss things. And I am adult enough to take, if people don't agree with me, fine, I don't have a problem with it. Um, oh, yes, girl. Oh my God, yes. 100% reggae does that for me. A lot of old school reggae does that for me. Um, okay. Oh, yes, right. Absolutely right. And to be honest, I think they had to do it. But it's so difficult. I don't know. I mean, did I laugh at some of the racist things on there? Yeah, because I can laugh at myself. I'm not that, you know, what's the word? Like somebody said, people get too offended. There's different ways of doing it. And when you had the big white woman start naked, and then the big black woman came in start naked, I didn't say that as a racist slur. I thought it was funny. And I think, I might actually dig deeper and try and understand the psychology of um racism and, being offensive in comedy. Yeah, maybe I should have done that before, but yeah, people don't wanna sort of me to go over and over. Yeah, Muddy Waters, I think so. Okay, I love offensive. Yeah. Some people do. Some people like that. See, do you know what I think it is, guys? And this is gonna sound really stupid. I'm an empath, so I really feel for other people, and it's not a nice thing. I always say this, it's not a nice thing because your heart can be broken for other people. Um, And that's not nice. It's not nice to be heartbroken, you know that. I've been an empath for most of my life, and I think the first time it showed itself to me was when, as a kid, when I was about 13, I read a book called Avalanche. And in this book, there was like, say it was in I don't know, in Switzerland or Austria or something. And obviously it's called Avalanche. What do you expect? It wasn't going to be in bloody Spain, was it? It wasn't going to be in Barcelona. Anyway, in this book, there was this huge avalanche. Jane, get on with the story, for God's sake. That flattened the whole of the village, and all these kids were left without their parents, and they all had to go and live in orphanages and that. It took me months and months and months to get over that. And I think that's the first time that when I look back at my life, that's the first time that I feel that I was really empathetic. And I think it stayed with me ever since. So if someone's telling a joke about someone in a wheelchair, I can't laugh at that. I don't see anything funny in that. You know, that person's in a wheelchair for a reason. If somebody tells a joke about, a kid with cancer, I can't laugh at that because one of my kids had cancer. So yeah, call me a snowflake. That's my personal take. But everyone's different. We're all made up differently, aren't we? Okay, hang on a minute. What are you doing? Oh, come on, tell us who they are so we can research them. Over here, we may not know them. Okay, they're called the Saucony Jolies. Try and spell that. I think it's one C. Oh, no. Saucony. Let me write it in here. I think it's that. Yeah, I think it's that. Check them out. Check them out. So I'm gathering a lot of things, my thoughts, I'm writing everything down. So I'm going to do quite an in-depth. It might actually be a series. Oh, Jan's doing a series. We'll see. Madeline, what's that, darling? Madeline, the McCanns, Jan. What? No, I can't joke about that. I can't. Okay. Do I know them? No, of course I don't know them, sweetheart. No, I don't. Dead inside, so not much offends me, and I'm not, and I'd not call you. I'm sure you're not dead inside, sweetheart. I'm sure you're not. I'm sure you're not. Nobody's dead inside. Maybe you just need something to warm you up. You need someone to come and warm you up. And I don't mean a man or I don't mean a woman. I just mean you need something, something, maybe art, maybe music, anything, to warm you up. Okay. That was another joke, was it? Sorry. I take everything seriously. Told you I was an empath. Anyway, my lovelies, I want to say thank you so much to everybody that has come, listen to me ramble. I hope it was a good discussion. I think we managed to get out quite a lot, didn't we, guys? So I will see you, my channel, Sunday, for Sweet Talk Live with my German. And in the meantime, just take care of yourselves out there. It's a rotten old world. And once again, thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. We may be small, but we're mighty, aren't we? Bye-bye for now.